Hey guys, welcome to Ruthy's Reading Room. I'm Ruthy, and this is my buddy Jaw, who's going to be joining us for...
Hi, Mother.
You have a buddy too, who's going to be joining us for story time today. You may notice we have another special guest and someone on the ground too.
Hello. Hello.
We're all going to read a story today. Are you guys ready? So... what we're going to do is give you a chance to run and get a stuffy of your own or a blankie so that you can curl up and listen to story time. Run and come back now. All right, is everyone back? Do you think everyone's back?
Yeah.
Okay, so since everyone's coming back, we're going to see which book comes off the shelf next. Are you ready? Let's see which one comes off the shelf, okay? All right. Thank you. It's my helper. It's Iggy Peck Architect. We like this one around here, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. All right. This one is written by Andrea Beaty and illustrated by David Roberts. But before we get started, what do we have to do? We have to get ready to listen to our story. So we're going to put our listening ears on, put them on, and put our hands in our lap. Hands on. Perfect. Good job, Maya. Good job, Elijah. But how do we know if everyone out there is ready? Do you want to do the honors? Okay. Elijah's going to see if everyone's ready.
You guys are ready? Are you ready?
You want to check too?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get, yeah, there. So Elijah and Maya are going to check if everybody's ready to read the story. Ready to go? Go check. Can you see? Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Are they sitting with their hands in their lap?
Yeah.
All right, so we're ready to start. Okay? Now we can put this away. And we'll put Jaw right here to listen. And do you want your stuffy? All right. Okay, we're going to read Iggy Peck, Architect. Yes?
Yeah.
All right. Let's begin. Young Iggy Peck is an architect and has been since he was 2, when he built a great tower in only an hour with nothing but diapers and glue. Good gracious, Ignatius, his mother exclaimed. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. But her smile faded fast as a light wind blew past, and she realized those diapers weren't clean. Pee, is that stinky diapers? Ignatius, my son, what on earth have you done? That's disgusting and nasty. It stinks. Ew. But Iggy was yucky. But Iggy was gone. He was out on the lawn using dirt clods to build a great sphinx. Whoa. When Iggy was 3, his parents could see his unusual passion would stay. He built churches and chapels from peaches and apples, and temples from modeling clay. Do you see the apples? Yeah, and the peaches are over here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That looks like a yummy temple. At dinner one night, to his father's delight, Iggy got a bright gleam in his eye, and out on the porch built the St. Louis Arch from pancakes and coconut pie. Yummy, yummy. Yes?
What's a green eye?
It's like a sparkle in his eye. Yeah. Dear Ig had it made until 2nd grade, when his teacher was Miss Lila Greer. On the very first day, she had this to say: we do not talk of buildings in here. Oh my, that's pretty strict.
Oh my.
Oh my. Gothic or Romanesque, I couldn't care less about buildings, ancient or new. She said in her lecture about architecture that it had no place in grade 2. What's Iggy gonna do? They can't talk about architecture and he loves building, right? That might seem severe, but she was sincere, for when she was no more than 7, she'd had a great fright at a dizzying height in a building so tall it scraped heaven. On an architecture's tour of the 95th floor, young Lila got lost from the group. Yes, Elijah?
What's in heaven?
So heaven is like up high in the sky. So they were really high. She was found 2 days later in a stuck elevator eating cheese with the French circus troupe. After that day, it's quite safe to say, she thought all building lovers were nuts. As a teacher, she taught that, above all, one ought to avoid them. No ifs, ands, or buts. As you might guess, it would cause Iggy stress to hear such terrible talk. But he didn't hear as he sat in the rear while building a castle of chalk. You, Iggy Peck, your desk is a wreck. Tear down that castle right now. You will not build in here. Is that perfectly clear? Do you need to see Principal Howe?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am, Iggy said. He lowered his head and his heart sank down to the floor. With no chance to build, his interest was killed. Now second grade was a bore. That's not good, is it? After 12 long days that passed in a haze of reading, writing, and arithmetic, Miss Greer took the class to Blue River Pass for a hike and an old-fashioned picnic. They crossed an old trestle to a small island nestled in the heart of a burbling stream, but they no sooner passed than the footbridge collapsed, and Miss Lila Greer started to scream. Ah! Ah! We're trapped here. Oh my, alas kids, goodbye. Her eyeballs rolled back into her head. She dropped to the ground with a vague groaning sound, luckily fainted, but not dead. The class was amazed. Oops.
Oh, I got it.
You got it.
I got it.
You got it. There's Turtle. Whoops, let's turn him up. There you go. The class was amazed.
Oh my God, I got it. I got it. You dropped it on purpose. I got it.
The class was amazed. They stood there quite dazed, uncertain of what... Oh, it's not even on the thing. No, leave this. It's okay.
I ordered.
No, Maya, can we finish this story?
No.
All right. So, we were partway through the story, and then Miss Maya decided to run off. Didn't she? I think she had enough. All right, so we've had a little switch. Elijah's with me and Maya's off. She's probably just a little young for this long book, so her attention span isn't there, but just like for when you're at home with your little ones, even if they're not able to read through the whole book, reading out loud to them and getting them into the story is still beneficial for them. So we're going to finish, right? All right. So we left off where Miss Lila Greer passed out, right? Mm-hmm. So let's see what happens next. The class was amazed. They stood there quite dazed, uncertain of what they should do. But one bright young man was off hatching a plan which started with Miss Lila's shoe. Soon each lad and lass there at Blue River Pass was working together as one. They're doing teamwork, right? And when she came to, Miss Lila Greer knew that something quite brave had been done. She looked in the air and saw hanging there a structure with cables and braces, and on the far side, beaming with pride, were 17 smiling young faces. Boots, tree roots, and strings, fruit roll-ups, and things, some of which one should not mention, were stretched ridge to ridge in a glorious bridge, dangling from shoestring suspension. What are you doing? Counting. All right, let's count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did I go to count?
11.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
And
Where's the 7?
I think think she was hiding? 17? All right, so 17 students. It all became clear to Miss Lila Greer as she crossed that bridge over the stream. There are worse things to do when you're in grade 2 than to spend your time building a dream. What did you say?
She doesn't even know she doesn't have her shoe.
Oh, you're right. Miss Lila's missing her shoe. They used it for the bridge, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now every week at Blue River Creek Elementary in 2nd grade, all the school kids can hear along with Miss Greer how the world's greatest buildings were made. The weekly guest speaker in t-shirt and sneakers talks of buildings from Rome to Quebec. Of course he's a guy who builds towers from pie. That brilliant young man, Iggy Peck.
Architect.
That's the end of the story. So we just want to say thank you everyone for joining us for story time. And remember, the best place to read is wherever you are with a book. Can we say bye?
Bye.
See you next time. Josh says bye.
Wave.
Wave, wave.
Ruthy's read it.